Hello Gemini, this is your forecast for the week starting August 29th, 2016, and this also applies if you have a Gemini rising, also known as the Gemini Ascendant. Quick reminder for you Gemini people, I'm still doing my survey on my website integrativemysticism.com. I may be changing how I do the horoscopes, maybe switching to a bigger video bi-weekly basis so you can, check it out over and over again, incorporating astrology. We shall see. Check the survey, though, and check the video I put out. A lot of people have been mishearing me. Maybe my throat chakra needs to be cleansed. I don't know why they're not understanding it. Also, Tarot Tutorship is this Friday, September 2nd. If you're interested in signing up or starting the series, this is part 1 of the series, so this would be a great place to begin. Part 1 is always the way to begin. And again, you can sign up for that on my website. So let's get started with the session here. All right. For your spiritual advice, Gemini, we do have the card of the Golden Unicorn. Cheesy card, beautiful message. With this card, this is talking about paying attention to where somehow, some way, and often cases, this is always the case, unselfish deeds prove to be the most beneficial for you. Now, sometimes people say there is no such thing as an unselfish deed because of the concept of like fringe benefits and things like that. But with the Golden Unicorn, you need to pay attention to where this week it is going to be in your best interest to champion another person's cause. Whether it's helping to promote them, helping them grow their own, their own business, helping them take care of chores or obligations that have got them kind of beaten down, helping them deal with maybe some personal issues that they're going through. But something creates a bit of a fringe benefit for you in this. And that's a very important thing to understand, is that sometimes the hidden benefits are in the unselfish deeds, the service to others this week. If you've exhausted your resources when it comes to trying to find ways to advance yourself or get help for yourself in any way, whether it's networking, blah, 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 service to others can be a great way to actually kind of complement what you've been dealing with, what you've been going through, and what you need to be focusing, again, your energy on in order to get closer to a certain somebody, or at least, get the ball rolling. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Judgment card, inverted. Now, this card can honestly say there may be a need to reevaluate just who we are going to trust with certain responsibilities this week. I mean, if you have like a coworker, or maybe even a boss, or even if you're looking for a new job, if you are relying on the other in the situation to get the job done right, unfortunately, it may not happen. It may not happen that way. Now, I'm not saying you have to go about breathing down everybody's neck, but I do notice with the Judgment card reverse, we're seeing a ball getting dropped this week. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes people just get a little bit too passive. They just want to lay around. They don't want to do anything. They want to wait to see if somebody else is going to do it for them, take care of them, and things like that. But with the Judgment card inverted, this could prove to be more problematic as time goes by. Financially, if you're counting on maybe even things like automatic payments or payments getting withdrawn electronically from another agency, I would make sure that you are on the ball with that because I've seen this card show up and suddenly even automatic payments for my own bills did not get taken out, and I had to make some serious phone calls. For your communications with air, we do have the 8 of Swords inverted. And this card can actually be really good, believe it or not. Sometimes people see an inverted card and they go, oh, it's all bad. No, this is actually really good because the 8 of Swords inverted is talking about some kind of pest or some kind of sabotaging influence in your life, some kind of blockage in your life. This could be a person, or this could actually be like an official limitation. Maybe it's like a blockage that was like, my boss won't let me do this, my landlord won't let me do that, or I can't get this. This 8 of Swords inverted is talking about the release and elimination of a blockage this week. And this could have been something that you've been trying to negotiate away for quite some time, and it seems like nobody was budging. Looks like this week people are finally coming around. They're doing construction outside, but I didn't want to procrastinate this anymore. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the 9 of Pentacles inverted. This card can say, Gemini, pay attention to where we may accidentally be facilitating or participating in too many codependent situations. And that can be, you know, and where that challenge might be, you know, where it's like, okay, there's a difference between interdependence and codependence. Okay, that's so important because, you know, now that codependence has become sort of like a pop psychology, Coke and Pepsi kind of word. It's really important to understand interdependence is fine. Interdependence is healthy. Interdependence is human. Codependence is where basically the dependence on the roles comes in. Okay, and codependence can actually be very damning because, you know, with codependency and codependent relationships, somebody, or we may actually be in a relationship that counts on us both staying in the same status, staying in the same way. And this can happen in a lot of situations. You know, it's like all of a sudden I get into a relationship, my friend wants to get into a relationship, but they don't have one, so they get really bitchy with me and they feel like I abandoned them because I went and, you know, found a partner and they're still waiting for a partner. And they're trying to, like, you know, that kind of pettiness, that's a form of codependency. All right. Maybe there's a codependent kind of relationship going on where it's almost like the codependent needs to feel like the other person isn't improving themselves so they can take care of them. That happens as well, believe it or not. Codependency can be very interesting. So you may find out that a friend or a relative is not really supportive of you, you know, improving yourself because they're used to being the sort of the providing, nurturing codependent in this relationship. So this might be something to pay attention to. You know, there's a lot more to this than I can put into this little video. But, you know, just keep an eye out. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Queen of Cups upright. Beautiful card for love this week. The Queen of Cups always talks about an opportunity to kind of get, not only clear the air, but actually get closer to somebody that you need to get closer to. This could be a crush. This could be a friend that does have some romantic potential. Or possibly getting somebody out and, you know, getting to know somebody on a much more personal basis that we have not got that connection to, or we haven't had that opportunity to do. Maybe suddenly you're carpooling with a coworker you've never talked to before, and you find out something's happening that actually is, you know, there's some good chemistry there. You know, the Queen of Cups is always talking about, you know, being more of a sensualist, letting your guard down. Everyone letting their guard down. No, you know, no need to kind of, you know, put on any kind of mask or any kind of defense. And the Queen of Cups upright can actually be a great unified message for everybody's armor coming off this week, which can be a great opportunity because armors are barriers to intimacy. They protect you from being hurt, but they also protect you from being loved and healed at the same time. And I think that with the Queen of Cups this week, if you've been dealing with either a partner or a crush, or maybe even yourself, dealing with trust issues, you know, again, over self-protective issues, we're actually seeing with the Queen of Cups open, honest communication flowing again this week. I do think that we can take that armor off and keep it off. Okay? So that is your forecast, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or you can go to integrativemysticism.com.